Picture this. You are sailing through the rough waters of the Cape of Good Hope, when suddenly, through the mist and spray, you witness a ghostly ship emerging from the darkness. Its tattered sails billow against an impossible wind, and its crew appears to be working frantically on deck. Yet no sound reaches your ears. You have just encountered the most famous phantom vessel in maritime history, the Flying Dutchman. For centuries, sailors across the world's oceans have reported spine-chilling encounters with this legendary ghost ship. The Flying Dutchman has transcended mere folklore to become one of the most enduring maritime mysteries of our time, with documented sightings continuing well into the modern era. What makes this particular legend so compelling is not just its dramatic origin story, but the sheer number of credible witnesses who have claimed to see this spectral vessel with their own eyes. The legend of the Flying Dutchman originated in the treacherous waters around the Cape of Good Hope, South Africa, during the golden age of maritime exploration. According to the most widely accepted version of the tale, Captain Hendrik van der Decken was attempting to round the Cape during a fierce storm in the 17th century. As his ship battled against howling winds and mountainous waves, van der Decken became increasingly frustrated with his inability to make progress. In a moment of desperation and hubris, he allegedly cursed God and swore a blasphemous oath that he would round the Cape even if it took him until Judgment Day. The divine response was swift and merciless. Van der Decken and his crew were condemned to sail the seas for eternity, never to make port, never to find rest, and never to die. The captain became a harbinger of doom, and any sailor who encountered his ghostly vessel would face terrible misfortune or death. What transforms this legend from mere sailor's yarn into something far more intriguing are the numerous documented sightings that have persisted across the centuries. These encounters are not limited to superstitious crew members or unreliable witnesses, but include accounts from respected naval officers, experienced captains, and even members of royal families. One of the most famous recorded sightings occurred in July 1881, when the future King George V of England, then a 16-year-old midshipman serving aboard HMS Bacchante, reportedly witnessed the Flying Dutchman. The ship's log entry described seeing a strange red light as of a phantom ship all aglow, in the midst of which light the masts, spars, and sails of a brig 200 yards distant stood out in strong relief. The entry noted that 13 people aboard the HMS Bacchante witnessed this apparition, lending significant credibility to the account. During World War II, multiple sightings were reported by both military and civilian vessels navigating the waters around South Africa. In 1939, a group of beachgoers at Glencairn Beach near Cape Town claimed to have seen a sailing ship matching the description of the Flying Dutchman. What made this sighting particularly noteworthy was that dozens of people witnessed the apparition simultaneously, ruling out individual hallucination or misidentification. Naval records from the South African Navy contain several official reports of unexplained vessel sightings that match the classic description of the Flying Dutchman. In 1942, 4 people on a beach near Cape Town reported seeing a fully rigged sailing ship sailing directly toward the shore before mysteriously vanishing. Similar accounts emerged throughout the war years, often from highly trained military personnel who were accustomed to identifying ships and atmospheric phenomena. Modern sightings have not ceased despite advances in maritime technology and navigation. In the 1950s and 1960s, several cargo ship captains reported radio communications with a vessel identifying itself as the Flying Dutchman, only to find no ship present when they attempted visual contact. These reports were particularly unsettling because they involved modern communication equipment rather than mere visual hallucinations. Skeptics naturally attempt to explain these sightings through various scientific phenomena. Superior mirages, caused by atmospheric temperature inversions, can create the illusion of ships floating above the horizon or appearing where no vessel exists. The Fata Morgana effect, a complex form of mirage, can distort the appearance of distant ships, making them appear ghostly or otherworldly. Weather conditions around the Cape of Good Hope, with its meeting of warm and cold ocean currents, create ideal conditions for such optical illusions. However, these rational explanations struggle to account for the consistency of witness descriptions across different time periods and locations. The Flying Dutchman is typically described as a Dutch East India Company vessel from the 17th century, complete with period-appropriate rigging and design details that modern witnesses should not reasonably know. Whether one believes in supernatural explanations or seeks scientific answers, the Flying Dutchman remains a powerful testament to humanity's complex relationship with the sea. This legend speaks to our deepest fears about the ocean's vast unknowns and serves as a reminder that despite our technological advances, the maritime world still holds mysteries that continue to challenge our understanding of reality itself.